people, it's Manifest Destiny, and we are here to talk DIY. It's been a minute. It has been a minute, but you know, it's just, you know, this post-grad life. So we're gonna talk about this tank top, which I made out of an infinity scarf with this silk embroidered sequins fabric. Step one will be to sew the front pieces together at the center front and sew the back pieces together at the center back. Step two is to now right sides together, put those pieces and sew them at the side seams with a zigzag stitch. Everything is pretty much with the zigzag stitch because of this fabric unravels and there's a lot going on. There's embroidery, there's sequins, there's silk. So just to be safe, everything is at a zigzag stitch. But if you have an easier to work with fabric that doesn't unravel or anything like that, then you can just sew with the regular straight stitch. Step three is to take your strips. I made about 7, I want to say. At first I had 6, but I realized that I think I needed like 1 or 2 more. So we'll say 8. That was a lot of numbers. 6 to 8 strips that are 1.5 inch wide. And what you're gonna do with those is you're going to cover the hems of like the top, the bottom, the armhole, the front and the back. You're gonna cover everything basically. And you're going to like fold, someone tell me how to call this fold. It's not like an accordion fold or hot dog hamburger book fold, you know, the basics. It's like you fold one side in, you fold another side in, and then you fold those 2 sides together. I don't know. An enclosing fold, we'll just call it an enclosing fold. So that's how you're gonna do it. And I've done it before in another tutorial, and it's a clearer picture that you can see because there's not a lot going on with that fabric. So I will put that somewhere for you to find it, and you can go look at that if you need more of an explanation or just a clearer picture on how to fold the fabric. But first you want to do the front and you want to do the back and then the hem. Once you've done those 3, right? Now you're gonna go to the arm side. You're gonna do the same technique, but you wanted to do the front and back first so that you can encompass this side with the arm side when you do the arm side, if that makes sense. And for those of you who don't know, arm's eye is the industry term for armhole. However, when I was interning, I used that term and my supervisor was like,
"Oh, you spelled armhole wrong."
I was like, no, that's how I was taught, that the industry term for this right here is the arm side. But I guess they didn't teach you that in fashion school. I like to start in the middle like I do with any other sleeve. I feel like it just distributes anything evenly, and so it just comes out better to me, and then you won't have one side longer than the other. As well as, since we're making straps out of the same piece, you want to start in the middle so that when it comes to joining your straps, you have like even amount. You know what I mean? Once you do that, next step is to join the straps at whatever length it fits you at. I cut more length than what I felt like I needed because I didn't really know what I needed. And then it gave me enough like to play around, see if I wanted it to be up in my collarbones, if I wanted to show a little cleavage low, or if I just wanted it to nestle right in the middle. And we chose in the middle, you know what I'm saying? You can't be too risque and too covered up, you know, you gotta find a nice balance. Step numbers 4 through 7 is all of that I just said. And then step number 8 will be to just cut all loose threads and rock your stuff. I did have some fit issues, which I fixed by just going in the center front and center back, because it was kind of like baloney neck, like it was really loose and I just didn't like it. I wanted it to lay just a little bit flatter, you know, especially because like when you have boobs and then things are loose and they don't look or fit right, it just makes your boobs look a little like frumpy, or like they're not supposed to be there. I don't know, I don't know. I like things to look like they fit, especially if I'm making it. I have enough time to make things to look like they fit, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's it. It was kind of simple. Depending on the fabric you choose, fabric is so important. The steps are pretty much easy, but it was more tedious than it really needed to be if I was working with just a simpler fabric. So that's it. You know, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Follow me on social media everywhere or nowhere. And I will see you when I see you, because I don't know when I'm gonna see you. And my mama told me not to make promises that I might not keep.